Mortgage Talk is on, where you receive good information for your mortgage needs, such as mortgage programs and foreclosure programs to help get you out of foreclosure. Stay tuned and hear what's coming your way.
Joining us here on Mortgage Talk. Glad to be here with you. Man, it's good to be here with you. I'm Rick Montgomery. Glad to be here, your host of Mortgage Talk. Streaming from WHPNN Radio Network as we streaming through some of our favorite directories, Blog Talk Radio. Glad to be part of the Blog Talk team and back intact with Blog Talk. We also streaming through Speaker.com and glad to be with Speaker.com, iHeartRadio. We stream to iHeartRadio too. What's up in iHeartRadio? Spotify. I think we're back with you guys again. I know we had some technical difficulties, but I think we're back. I'm not too sure, but I think that we are back with you. If not, we're soon to be returning back with you. We've been with you for over 2 years, so we want to keep you going just as well. We're streaming to Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. What's up, Google? As we're streaming to Podcast Addict and Cashbox as we're streaming through. Man, I tell you, we got some new ones added on just as well. Constantly, many more. We got Deezer, streaming through Deezer. Man, what's up, Deezer? Deezer, Deezer. What's up, y'all out there? And we are streaming through, guess this, Amazon Music. Never thought that. You can get Mortgage Talk on Amazon Music? Wow. We're on Amazon, baby. We're streaming through Amazon Music. Type in the search bar, Mortgage Talk 1, the number 1 symbol, and you'll get our show through Amazon Music. So we're through Amazon Music just as well. Through Podchaser. We're streaming through Podchaser just as well. There's another one. I can't get the name right. It's J-I-O, but I can't pronounce the last name, but I'm going to get it right. But we are streaming nationally and glad to do so. Glad to be with you. I'm Rick Montgomery. And the topic today is to introduce myself, to tell you a little bit about myself, and then to tell you what Mortgage Talk is all about just as well. Well, I've been a mortgage broker in the residential market for over 20 years. I have done many loans, from FHA loans to VA loans to commercial loans to conforming and non-conforming loans. But I've also been in the foreclosure market, which was kind of like my baby, because we had so many foreclosure cases coming into the office, and so we was dealing with a lot, especially me, dealing with a lot of foreclosure. So I've dealt with foreclosure for many years and have never ever lost a case. And I remember, and some of you might remember, Fleet Mortgage back in the day. You know, one of the conglomerate giants back then, who owned their own investment company. They were their own bank. They own their own bank. They own their own realtor company. They own their own mortgage brokering company. Wow. Yeah. Fleet Mortgage had it all. So working with people, they have an FHA. And they were giving more FHA loans to African Americans and Hispanic Americans than any other lender. Most people will go to Fleet Mortgage to get an FHA loan. But when they get in trouble, Fleet Mortgage didn't work with them. Even though under FHA rules you should, but Fleet Mortgage will find a way to not do it. That's probably why they're not around today. But nevertheless, trying to get a negotiation out of them was like pulling teeth. It was very hard, but we did it because Fleet Mortgage will stumble along the way. And as long as you understand the mortgage laws and understand the industry, then you can twist some arms and twist a little thumbs, and you can get some things done. And successfully, under the grace of the great I am, we were able to get those things done. And when I say we, I mean myself and my team will be able to get these things done. So I've been around a long time. So I'm not trying to tell you how I did it. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. What I'm here to do is tell you what's on the wheel of the mortgage industry and report what's on there and explain how that program works so you can have that understanding of that program, because we believe in an educated consumer is indeed the best customer. So we're not here to give you just a little information and then tell you how hard it is and how tough it is and then come to us so we can work it out for you. That's not Mortgage Talk 1. We're here to give you nothing but the facts within the facts. None of our own personal opinion, but just the facts. And to tell you how those forms that comes with it, how you can complete those forms and how to turn in those forms too. Or you can pay $3,000 and $4,000 to third parties that will charge you that and may or may not complete the task. That's what Mortgage Talk is all about, giving you that information. Now I can tell you that there's a lot of blogs out there. But what I have to tell you is that over 40 of those blogs are about programs that have changed, programs that was revived, and programs that have ended. You know, last week we talked about the HEART program that was offered in the Obama administration by HUD. The HEART program. That program that was revived in 2009, but now under FHA is the FHA HEART program now. So some of the procedures are the same, but then there was some that have changed a little bit. So the old blog out there can give you certain fundamentals, but it can also be misleading too. And so that's why a new blog has to be done. That's why we did one last week. You see, Mortgage Talk been around a long time through Blog Talk Radio. We have earned up to over 100,000 listeners and then averaged down to about 68,000 listeners before we left in 2018. Now we're back, starting all over again. All over again. We don't have 68,000 listeners coming in the door. We got to build again, and that's fine because we have a lot of information because COVID-19 has attacked so many homeowners. And a lot of homeowners and new homeowners out there too that don't know that there's help on its way. That there's programs out there that you can utilize because they don't know about the program. So we want to educate you on the program because we believe in that educated consumer, the best customer. So we're going to tell you about these programs. Now, of course, we're going to talk about FHA first because it is the number one out there because more people are under FHA loans than any other. So we're going to talk to you about FHA first. And yes, we're going to talk to you about Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae foreclosure programs. We're going to talk to you about VA foreclosure programs. We're going to talk to you about the USDA foreclosure programs. We're going to talk to you about non-conforming and conforming foreclosure programs and how they work just as well. So if you're fitting in any one of those categories, understand help is on its way. Because people are in hurting right now. Right now. They need help right now. And so we want to give you these programs right now. Bringing these programs to you so you can understand the programs, how they work, and find the right one that can fit you. Because isn't it wonderful to know that there are so many programs out there, and you can understand them, and they're easy to understand, and you can choose the right one that'll fit you. You don't have to be in that help meet stage. You don't have to be in that scary stage, in that frightening stage, because no one plans to go into foreclosure, period. But a lot of us are guilty because we don't plan and put a plan together not to go into foreclosure. And we're going to tell you about some plans that you can do when you're not in foreclosure now, that you can put in place now, because it's affordable for you and it will protect you. So if something were to happen, you still won't go into foreclosure. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that beautiful? We're going to talk to you about those programs. That's why we dedicated the month of November and December talking about foreclosure programs. And there are so many. There are so many out there. Yes, indeed. So we're going to tell you about these programs in details so you'll know. That's what Mortgage Talk 1 is all about. That's what Rick Montgomery is all about. Giving you information about the program, sharing with you my experience on what I've done, what worked. I can stand in tall weeks with the big boys, with anybody. And I can tell you about the programs that work. Not what I think that works, not what I read that will work, what I know will work because I did it myself. And some of them were revived. So I may not have done the reviving one, but but the fundamental of it is still the same. And I can still give you that because it's still an understanding within it that I can share with you, that you can grasp, and that you when you sitting down talking to your servicer or talking to your lender, you can ask about the programs in hand. Not sit there in a help meet stage, in a scary stage, in a frightening stage, in a gullible stage that you would take and anything that they tell you to take, and you'll go right along with it. You can still stand firm in your square, even though you're in foreclosure. It doesn't diminish you. And you can stand up and still defend you and ask for the programs that you want. Now, keep an open mind too, because that's what Mortgage Talk is all about too. That's why we give you all of the other programs. So when they talk to you about another program and you heard about it through Mortgage Talk and you're listening to me, and maybe you missed some of the intakes that we were given on that day, or maybe you heard half of the show that day, and that loan professional sit there and explain it to you. You go, wow, wait a minute, that may work better than the program that I came in with to ask you guys about. Okay. Well, let's go with that one then. Have that open mind on that. Because you're an educated consumer, the best customer, so you ain't falling for no yoky doke. And you ain't falling for, don't worry about it, let me handle it for you. You don't have time for that. That's your home. You want answers to your questions, and you want them to explain programs, how it's going to work. But it's good to know that you know. And you didn't come there to get into no controversial battle with no ticket taker loan officer. Because he knows or she knows very, very little anyway. That's why they ticket takers. So you're not there to get into a controversial battle with them to show them that, oh yeah, I do know this. No, you don't know this. I know this. You ain't got time for that. Just get on up and go somewhere else. Because you're not there to square off with you. I'm here for you to help me with the program that I come in here to ask you. If I asked you that you offer the program, you said yes. Well, then what is it that we have to do to get started? That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to argue with you. I don't have time for that. If I got to argue with you before you can help me, I don't need your help. And you're going to run into that out there. But don't let that discourage you. Get up and move on. Now, we're going to be talking about programs as we talked about last week of the FHA Heart program. Just go to blogtalkradio.com/Mortgage Talk 1. Click on and scroll down and you see the FHA Heart program, or speaker.com. And you can click on and go down, type in our name, Mortgage Talk 1, and you'll go down and you'll see the FHA Heart program, or iHeartRadio. Type in our names, go down, look at the search, and you'll find FHA HAMP program. Okay, you're going to see it there. So it's there. It's there in Apple Podcasts. It's there in Google Podcasts. Just type in our names. Mortgage Talk 1, number one symbol. And then go down and scroll down and you'll find it. But we're going to be talking to you about this month about programs like the Home Affordable Unemployment Homeowners Program called the UP program. Did you not know? Because you may be coming off a program right now, whether it's a forbearance or whether it's a modification. You may be coming off that program. Most forbearance people come off the forbearance program and then they go into the modification. But what if you're still not working and don't have no money coming in? How are you going to get the modification? You won't qualify because you're still unemployed. Well, here's a program. And it's the only one that I'm aware of, but here's a program called the Home Affordable Home Affordable Unemployed Homeowners Program, known as the UP program, offered by HUD for people that are under HUD loans. So you would be able to qualify for that particular program, giving you time to get your stuff together. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that beautiful? We're also going to be talking about the Emergency Homeowners Loan Program, known as the E-HELP program. The acronyms, E-HELP, EHLP program. We're going to be talking about the FHA Special Forbearance Program. We talked about forbearance before. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about the government forbearance program that the Trump administration offered you. A very, very good program, by the way. And we talked and we made comparison to that program to your servicer forbearance. Showed you the difference of it. Isn't that wonderful? But we're also going to be talking to you about the Treasury / FHA Second Lien Program. The acronyms is FHA 2LP programs. What is that? A lot of people are in foreclosure in the second lien position and not in foreclosure in the first lien position, meaning that the first mortgage holder that they have, they're not in foreclosure with, but the second lien they are. And the second lien happens to be a FHA lien. And they're in trouble. Well, this program can help you because you can't refinance and combine them both because you won't get a higher LTV, loan to value. But with this program, the Treasury / FHA Second Lien Program, you're going to be able to get the second lien to not only stay in second lien, because they got a sign that they're willing to stay in second lien, get the second lien to stay in second lien, but they will also be able to get paid out just as well. And gain the majority of their money and not lose a lot of their money like most second lieners do. Okay? Usually the first lien holder will work with you if they know that the second lien is in trouble. They'll work with you to help settle that second lien because they don't want no threats to come to the first lien. But what if you are in foreclosure in both of them, but you don't have enough to cover the second lien and they're not willing to budge to take a deeper loss? They say no, but they're willing to stay in second position, but they're not willing to take a deeper loss. But you got a lender that's going to help bail you out of the first lien holder's position. Well, now you can apply. Now you can get your broker. Now you can apply to the Treasury / FHA Second Lien Program and get the second lien taken care of. Isn't that something? So there's a lot of good programs that we're going to be talking to you about this month. We will be talking to you about VA programs, VA foreclosure programs. Why is it that VA has the lowest foreclosure rate than anybody? Because they're doing something right. We're going to tell you about that. We're going to tell you about Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae's program. As you know, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae has a contract with the federal government. They're not part of the federal government. They have a contract with the federal government. They are a separately LLC corporation. We're also going to be telling you about the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, what programs that they offer just as well. You do know that all of them follow FHA guidelines. All lending institutions, including your credit union, follow FHA. They follow HUD's guidelines. They follow their guidelines. It is a perfect guideline, and they follow that guidelines. So usually when HUD or FHA has a program, usually your conforming lender or your credit union will duplicate that program just as well. Not all, but usually they will duplicate that particular program. So just to let you know that these programs exist. And we're going to talk about these programs so you will be an educated consumer about the programs. So when you're in foreclosure, you know you have options. Options. What draws a great peace of mind to know that there are programs out there that you can use to help you get out of foreclosure than all the letters that you're going to be getting from lawyers telling you to file bankruptcy. And bankruptcy could be the last straw that you will go to when everything else fails. What about these third-party people sending you letters telling you for $3,000 and $5,000 we can negotiate and we can help you out? You have to take your chance on them because most of the third-party people, and I probably shouldn't say most. So I say half of the third-party people out there takes your money and don't give you the service that you rightfully deserve. That's why they put laws in place in various states that governs them, that states that they have to complete the job before they can even get paid. Why is that? Because they have a track record of not completing the job and not responding back to you. Mortgage brokers do not have that reputation. So if you have a mortgage broker, I encourage you to go to a mortgage broker. And even some commercial mortgage brokers can help you in foreclosure. I'm a commercial mortgage broker, can help you in foreclosure. Okay? But it's wonderful to know that you have foreclosure programs, baby, that can help you, and you can try them first, especially if you're on the FHA loans. What a good delight that is. Now I'm going to do an inspirational song, and I'm going to come right back, and I'm going to close out the show in introducing you to me, Rick Montgomery. And I'll tell you how you can contact me if you have any questions or any questions about what I talked about or any question on any show that I've done. You can always feel free to contact me. So Inspirational Song is up next, and I'll be back. This is Mortgage Talk. Don't go away.
Worship and
Mortgage Talk. Glad to be back with you. Man, it's a good inspirational song right there to keep us going and to let you know that there's hope out there for you. Just keep your hand in God's hand. Trust me when I tell you. You keep your hand in his hand. There's hope for you. You don't have to lose your home. You don't have to sit there and think you're going to lose your home. I am still unemployed. There's unemployed programs out there to help you out just as well. So you can get those unemployment programs. One is called the UP programs. Now, you may find other lending institutions. Remember what I tell you, that's a HUD program, and a lot of the lending institutions copy that program, and they may have their own particular program. But if you don't know about it, they certainly am not going to tell you about it. It's not like they give you a listing of foreclosure programs when you sign up to get a loan. They don't tell you nothing like that. They don't give you nothing like that. They put you through a lot of rigmarole before they even give you the loan. So they're definitely not going to tell you, here, we got some programs that can help you. They're not going to tell you none of that stuff. So you have to be able to do some research on your own, but is budgeting properly, is doing the things right. But when a pandemic hits, like COVID-19, and jobs get to folding because of COVID-19, that's out of your hands. That's not nothing that you've done. That's living off of your savings or what you may have that you're able to, or what nickel dime jobs that you can get to try to stay afloat. But it's good to know that these programs exist and that these programs can help. And when Joe Biden gets in office, oh man, I'm telling you, when the president-elect Joe Biden gets into the office, that we can call him the commander-in-chief, he is definitely going to put forth a lot more programs that are going to be out there to help people. So it's good to know that that's what's going to happen. You know, that's a beautiful thing to know. But we're talking about FHA programs today. We're going to be talking about it throughout the month. But we also will share in that same line, we're going to share a conforming program with you. We can't share them all because it'll be too confusing. But we're going to share some with you just in case if you are in a conforming loan or a non-conforming loan, or you're in a VA loan, okay, or you're in a Freddie Mac loan, or you're in a Fannie Mae loan. We're going to give information out there for you. Now, we encourage you that when we give you this information, we want you to go and research it further. And how do you research anything further? Because have we got spoiled to that all we do is research on the internet? Because information on the internet is not all accurate sometimes. So understand that. One of the greatest information center in the world is the library. And in my neck of the woods, it's called the Chicago Public Library. What is it called in your neck of the woods? Go to the greatest information center in the world, and that's the library. And they're open. You got to be 6 feet apart, but they're open. Now, some of them are closed, okay? But some of them, if you have a library card, you can go online. Okay? And they got some of the books online. So at least you can go to the library or to a bookstore and look up some foreclosure books. Or go to the bookstore and look up the programs that I'm talking about. So you can research it and grasp a clearer understanding if it wasn't too clear with what I'm talking about. Or you can just repeat by listening to the show again until you get it. But it's out there for you. We want to get you in the habit of searching and in the habit of verifying. Don't just take our word. Verify what we're saying. Okay? Well, that's who Rick Montgomery is. Not only the host of Mortgage Talk, but Rick Montgomery is also an insurance agent. So I can tell you about other protecting programs for people that are not in foreclosure, how you can protect yourself. You know, insurance, that's what insurance does. It's a protection. Everything is insured. Corporations are insured. Countries are insured. Your car is insured. Your appliances are insured. Everything is insured. Even you are insured, and some of you are not. And you should be. You are the greatest commodity. So there are insurance protections out there called mortgage protection insurance that can help protect your home. So you don't have to fall into foreclosure in case something were to happen. And you never know. You don't have no crystal ball. You don't know what's going to happen. And it's affordable. Even if you live in an apartment, you should have apartment insurance. It's affordable. It's affordable. The average apartment insurance is $6.95. Protects all your personal belongings. I don't know how unaffordable that can possibly not be. But you don't know it because you never thought about it, or when you heard about it, you ran away from it. Stop running away from protection. And now, thanks to COVID-19, it woke up a lot of people. And a lot of people are dying without protection. Life insurance protection. Don't you become that one. You want more information on life insurance? Contact me at 708-577-0328. That's my personal line. Or you can call my office at 708-572-7855. 708-572-7855 about mortgage protection and about life insurance or even health. Get your information. Get the questions asked, answered. Helping you to make your decision. No pressure. There's never pressure in insurance. But you can contact me on any mortgage programs. Real simple, real easy. Mortgage Talk has its own Facebook page. You can go to Mortgage Talk Facebook page and inbox me. Or you can go to WHPNN Radio Network Facebook page and inbox me. Just inbox Mortgage Talk. I'll get it. That's WHPNN Radio Network Facebook page. Join us. If you go to Mortgage Talk, you can join us. Join me on Mortgage Talk. Join Rick Montgomery on Mortgage Talk. Ask to join. Come join Mortgage Talk. Follow us on Mortgage Talk Facebook page. Come there, join us. Or you can email me for any questions that you have in the mortgage industry at mortgagetalk1, the number one symbol, at gmail.com. That's mortgagetalk1, the number one symbol, at gmail.com. Ask your questions. We'll get you the answers. Have patience with me because I get a lot of emails. I really do. Over 160 emails a day. So have patience with me. Give me 24 hours to respond. So call or email and I'll talk to you. And I'll get you the answers. Okay? God bless you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for listening to Mortgage Talk. We'll see you next week right here on WHPNN Radio Network, streaming through Blog Talk Radio and Speaker.com. Good night, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mortgage Talk. I'm Rick Montgomery.